Hey guys, this is Edison. I'm Brittany.
I'm Sydney.
Welcome to our podcast.
Hello. Well, welcome to our podcast and welcome to our funeral.
Oh my goodness.
Oh
That
man.
sounds so morbid. We're kicking it. But basically, we're going to talk to you guys about our journey and where we are in life. Because I know you guys are like, where has Brittany been? Where has Sydney been? What are they doing? Are they okay? Are they alive? We're alive. We've just been reborn. Born again.
Revived.
Okay.
Revive us again.
Where do we start, bro? Honestly. When did you change, girl?
Oh man.
When did you change, girl?
I felt the change when I was not finding pleasure in the things that I usually found pleasures in, which sin. It just wasn't hitting the same.
Nothing hits the same.
I didn't want to go out. I didn't want to drink. I didn't want to hang out with the same people who I was hanging out with.
Which isn't like a bad thing. Like, we're not saying that they're horrible people. It's just you crave differently.
I was trying to find different. Like, I still hung out with the people around me, but I just knew my mindset was not about the same things anymore. Money wasn't a thing. I didn't want to chase a bag no more.
Okay. Ooh, that's deep.
It's not about a bag.
When did I notice the change? I noticed the change last year when I was going through one of the hardest times, court. And I was like, I didn't want to be this bitter person. I didn't want to hold, like, grudges and stuff like that against people. So I started reading my Bible more. I started going to church more. And it really helped me figure out, like, where I want to be in life and who I want to be in life. Because if you know the old me, baby, I'm a revenge seeker. And I don't want to seek revenge anymore because that's not for me. So, but I definitely noticed change last year. And then it just like progressively, just everything changed. My music, everything that I was listening to, like I just, like you said, just crave differently. Like I don't really talk to the same people. I don't talk the same. I'm not cussing like a sailor like I used to. I don't want to gossip. I don't like. People probably see me as really dry, but I don't care because I'm moving differently and I feel so much better.
So yeah, you don't feel the same anymore. So say if someone hit my car, I'm just gonna get out the car like, okay, it's cool. It is what it is. I'm not gonna get angry.
It's what it is.
Because I know God got me.
That part.
So that was a big change. My emotions changed. I don't stress. I don't have anxiety. My anxiety was just gone.
Oh, that's.
And I was taking pills. She was taking pills.
I was taking pills. Not like that.
Yeah, not like that. Prescribed medication
for
your anxiety and your depression, PTSD.
And that's when I stopped, was last year, and I was like, oh no, I'm about to, like, things are going to get real scary. And they actually got so much better.
Way better.
So much better.
I would say too, after like you changed your emotion and everything, I would say the vibes around you changed too.
Mm-hmm.
You knew who was for you, for real. Like it wasn't a facade. Like the Holy Spirit came on you and gave you that discernment. Like that person, you gotta check them again.
And it's so easy to do it, which it sounds like horrible, but once you realize and hear that discernment and that, like, don't listen, that person, like, you know if you get around somebody, you're gonna gossip. You know if you get around somebody, you're going to act like how you used to act. And I don't care to act like how I used to act. So, my circles have changed. We both did the life group, and
At our church.
yes, And I love that because some of the people still keep in contact. So I have those friendships.
And those people stuck around. Like, they can
Mhm.
tolerate what you're talking about now. Other people
Can't.
can't. Like, they'll just stay away from you. And it's on that people think you're weird.
Or they're like, um, well, you're still crazy. You're still the crazy Britney that you were. It's like, I'm really not. Things are different around here.
Things
And,
change. They just want
you
you
know,
to
they want you to
switch back to what you used to
be the
be.
person you used to
And
be
it's like, it's not
because
in me anymore.
that's how the world wants you to be.
It's like I legit died to myself and I'm reborn. And you know how many people have say that, like Christians or people of religion, when they say that? I always thought, like, how you get reborn? But it's
Right.
a real thing. I don't feel the old
Right.
me anymore. I feel new.
Like there are
New
certain
life.
things, like even when people say like love your neighbor, like you really have to. Because I mean, we're all in this together. We're all brothers and sisters, whether we like it or not. Every, denomination of Christianity, we love everybody. We love everybody, okay? That don't mean I
Yeah.
gotta like kick it with you
No,
all the
yeah.
time 100% and agree with everything you're doing with your life. Like you
Exactly.
don't have to agree with everything I'm doing with my life.
Exactly. My death day was called off. Do you have a song that just, hit you and you were like, time to change?
Oh, okay. So, like back in the day, Kirk Franklin. So
Yeah.
I forgot about this one. Remember, My Life is in Your Hands. Listen. So I've always had that song on my playlist, but I would skip it to go to Doja Cat. I would skip it to go to somebody else, and every time I would listen to it, it would make me so emotional. And I was just like, I don't want to hear this. I'm not in the mood. Since I changed over, like that was my, oh my goodness, like that was the song where I like was feeling it, open my eyes, and I was like, okay, my life is in your hands. I'm surrendering and letting go. And then also a firm foundation, because that was what I heard last year on Mother's Day, and I was there with Kylie at church. And when they played, I was just like, I was crying. Didn't mean to cry, but it just happened. It was the Holy Spirit taking over me, being like, this is what your foundation needs to be on. And just the song in general, if you've never heard it, just listen to it and it'll do something to you.
Well, I would say mine was Chandler Moore and the Walls group. The one where he has the pastor in it.
Is that his dad?
I don't know. I think so. I don't know. I'm not too 100% sure. I believe so. No, not that one. There's one where he's like, "Take it, Dad." But there's another one where it's just like a pastor in the background, like talking back and forth. But it's called "Let Go." It's like let go, let God. And that was at a point where I was just not okay with myself. But that song, I don't know if someone recommended me for listening it or I just found it on Instagram, but that song instantly was like, yo, yeah, it's time to let go because you're at your bottom. You hit rock bottom. You were there. So
That's so wild though, because like My Life is in Your Hands. I've listened to that song since I was little, and it's been following me since I've always had it on my playlist.
yeah,
And then when I
so
needed
Kirk has
it,
been heavy.
I had it.
I always had Kirk on my playlist.
Me too.
Yeah, out of everybody, it was just stuck with Kirk Franklin. He been there.
Because it was like that, remember Dad had the, now that's what I call gospel.
Oh yeah, that was a thing.
It was like 97.
That's
Now that's
called
what I call
music.
gospel 97. Look that up. That was a, what? That was a banger.
With that being my death song and that being her death song, there was a rebirth song.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Jira, you are enough. Sorry if that was loud, but I'm just.
See, that one was
That's
her.
the one.
Mine was Holvy's Beautiful. Because it was like that part where he says, snatch you straight out the funeral. That always made me cry. Like, that made me cry instantly listening to that. Because it's like, yep, you snatched me straight out the funeral. Like, I was at a point where I was dead. And it's so weird because you feel your soul just dead.
It's like,
died.
Yes, but it's
gone.
It's so, like, I can't explain
Can't explain it either. It's like you died, though. You feel it, everything in your body. You just give up.
And I get so excited about it, and I want to tell people about it, and certain people, like,
they don't get it because you're like, you're still physically here. What do you mean you died? Like, you can't die. Like, no, you can die, yo. And you can still be here, but dead.
I was numb. I was so numb. I was
moving like a robot.
Moving like a robot. I was focused on my future instead of being present and being in the moment and just being grateful for what I have. Like, once you realize that too, like, you can't be on just, I need to get this, I need to have this, I need to have that. Like, that's just not.
It's not life.
That you'll really run yourself ragged. You'll get 3 jobs for no reason and still be in debt and talking about, what do I do? Where do I go? You know where you need to go. You know where you need to go. And you know what you need to do. You just don't want to. Being disobedient to the Lord. It's like you're a high schooler and you're like, I know I'm supposed to be doing that, but I don't want to be doing that. Like, I've always felt the discernment.
You always feel it. If you feel like you shouldn't be at a certain place and you know, like, it just doesn't feel right and you get that heightened anxiety, that's your discernment.
That feeling of, I think he's cheating on. That ain't no intuition, girl.
That's your discernment, yeah.
That's somebody helping you out, and
you
aren't listening. You're not listening. You still want to date him even though you know, things just don't feel right. Listen. Because I'm telling you, once you let that go, God has something in store for you that is way better. And if you sit and you hold on, girl,
you're going to keep failing. You have to stay true to God.
Stay on the course and his will and his purpose for you. Your will and your purpose, like, you don't know no better. You don't know no better. And that is why there is a higher power.
It's like when you were a kid, you didn't know no better. Your parents had to teach you.
Yep.
God is your father. He has to teach you and tell you how to do it.
I literally recently just told someone that, and I was just like, that's why we're also disobedient, because we're not listening to who and what we need to listen to. We're just
sticking true to our ego.
And that'll have you hurt in so many different ways.
It could kill you.
It could kill you.
So the discernment that you have and you're not listening to the higher power, it can trick you into thinking
that you are missing out.
Yeah, that you are missing out.
Because sin is fun. Sin is fun. Who doesn't want to be out here partying on the weekend and then going home with somebody? Sin is fun.
Yeah.
What is it? That one song with the girl where she say it's 95 degrees. That's what y'all want to do.
I don't even know music anymore.
Don't do it.
Like worldly music.
I know. I only hear it when it's on TikTok.
Yeah, I don't see. That's the
and then I'll hear the clip of it. Like, if I hear the whole song, I won't know what the song is, but I hear a clip of it. Oh, that's so funny. Dang, we were music heads too.
Yeah, we were music heads.
Music heads.
I was listening to music, putting people on to music. You can ask anybody today. I was at concerts. I was going to concerts religiously.
I feel like you went to a concert every month.
Every month. Every month, twice a month, backstage. Sometimes. Going backstage with people.
Hanging out with them after. Like,
honestly.
Do you feel like you missed out? You're missing out.
That's what, I took as if I stuck with the Lord, I would be missing out on that. But I wasn't thinking that. I still believed in God, loved God, but I was being lukewarm.
Oh.
Yeah, being lukewarm.
I want to find that verse.
And as soon as stuff slowly started to go away and I slowly didn't want to do, and I was reading the Bible, Matthew was what held me, like what held me. Matthew was like, knock, knock, wake up. And I had to read Matthew like 15 times, not because I didn't understand it, it was because I wanted to understand it.
You were pulling something different probably each time.
Each time I was pulling something different. I had the ears to hear it.
That's the love of the Bible.
So
you read it at different parts of your life, you're going to pull something different from it.
Yeah. And then I realized that missing out was not it. Being restored was the complete thing of what was it.
That's the thing. You feel like you're doing, you know, the like having fun and doing what you're supposed to be doing when you're like in high school and you're being disobedient and you're going out and you're drinking and you're partying and you know you like that's not you're not supposed to be doing that.
No. It's like a saying that our dad has. Like every single time we would go out, our dad would be like, remember who you belong to.
Remember who you belong to. All these sayings are starting to like, oh, he was planting seeds.
He was
planting seeds.
He was
because
trying
we'd
to
be
wake
at those
us up.
parties or whatever being like, oh.
Which is why we're trying to make this podcast. We're trying to wake up who hasn't been woken up. Those people who have helped us woke us up. It didn't take all at once. It was step by step by step, by person, by saying, by Bible, by verse, by chapter.
And it wasn't the person you would think it was that helped us.
No.
Like, it's people that look like you that do go to church. There are men that, you know,
People
are
tatted
attractive, that tatted up, that are celibate like you are. You don't have to, like, submit yourself to the world. Submit yourself to God, because I'm telling you,
do you know those
I can't say it enough,
songs
girl.
that be like, I be in the mud? No, it's those people who be in the mud. Real people who be in the
they're
mud.
in the
Who
mud
got
for
themselves
real.
out of the
That's-
mud.
Okay.
Who
in the
died,
mud.
buried themselves, got out the mud.
Get out the mud.
So not that little baby, I'm in the mud.
No,
I don't even know
not.
little baby said it.
Is it the baby or the little baby?
Little baby, the baby.
Who
No,
knows?
it's little baby. The baby, little baby.
The little baby.
Whatever.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry to this man, but
Sorry to this man.
do not know this man.
What about TV shows and music? Oh gosh.
Sheesh. I would say, yeah. Like, heavy with the TV shows and music. Heavier with the music.
I barely watch TV.
Because I flipped with my music. I can't listen to songs, and I used to listen to drill music, rap, Davies, like heavy, Tupac.
Don't you got a picture with that man? Look, put it up.
No. But you're not putting up. I don't know where. Sorry to this man. I do not know this man.
Oh no.
I don't know what he says.
She was out here.
That's why I said in the mud.
My show's definitely changed. I can't watch the same things I used to watch. I don't even really watch TV like that, and I used to listen.
Yeah.
Netflix, go through a series like it's nothing. Now I go on, like, what was it? I was watching 90 Day Fiance, and one of the girls was like, worship. Listen, she was a witch or something. As soon as I saw that, I was like, I'm good on this.
See, and she was the one
I'm good.
watching Kardashians and Housewives.
Everything.
I could never do that.
I don't even want to watch. Like, I feel it gives me chills. Like, wanting to watch that.
Yeah.
No, I don't want. It's not even like a bad thing, but it's just like
I was the opposite of you.
your eyes and your ears are really
They changed.
feeding your soul.
Yeah.
So if I'm feeding my soul Trey songs all day, of course I'm gonna want to go out there and do what Trey Songz told me to do.
If you're saying the words Trey Songz is saying, because it's power in the tongue.
Power in the tongue.
It's what's happening to you. It's what you're
I listened
feeding.
to Pretty Ricky.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did. I was about to say like their tagline, but I was like, I held back. That's the Holy Spirit and discernment right there, because something told me not to say it.
I think back to those times and who I was, and I was filled with Pretty Ricky, and I like wanted to live that lifestyle. And with the Kardashians, I wanted to do my makeup like them. I was thinking about getting my butt done. I, wanted to get lip injections. I wanted to go get Botox. Listen, I'm telling you, Everything.
Yeah.
Everything that was of the world that all these girls are doing, I wanted to do it. I was getting extensions and I got hair. I wanted it longer. Give me the 26 me, baby.
Look at her
Like,
hair.
for what?
Look at her.
For what?
But I would say that I thank God, even when I wasn't fully listening to him still, I still had the ears to not do the whole Kardashian and listen to them. It just didn't make me feel right. But I would be listening to her ears were cut off and the body was in the basement and 5 serial killers.
Last year, remember when I told you I was like listening to all these murder podcasts and
Morbid. I was listening to it.
Morbid.
Yeah.
Like, I went through the season.
No offense to the Morbid on them.
Right.
Now I can't even do it. It hurts my heart. I can barely watch scary movies. I used to love scary movies. But I just can't do scary movies anymore. It switches my soul. Like, it just...
Because your soul is different and everything has changed.
Yeah. I don't want the bad.
Oh.
I want to just keep the good.
But it feels so good. And it's not like you can't avoid it.
No.
Like, life is gonna life. But we handle it differently, and it's not like we're seeking it. I'm not seeking it like I used to. I'm not seeking anything like I used to. The things that I used to seek.
The only thing is I seek Jesus, God, Holy Spirit. That's the only thing I seek. And when I feel myself not having it, I go straight to praying.
Go, girl.
I go straight to praying, open my Bible, find something that gives me God in it. Because I can't live without it. Before, I could ignore God. Lukewarm, like I said. But once God put his hand on me and was like, I think some podcasters said it was like, God put his hand on me and was like, you work for me now. Like, that's what he said. He said, you work for me now. And I was like, okay, I'm with it. Let's go.
Because it's like, instead of your thought process being, oh man, I don't have any money, I'm broke. It's, you know what? God's got me and God's going to put me through. It's not, oh man, I'm single and I'm just bored. It's, okay, I'm thankful for who I have in my life right now, and whenever the time comes that I meet and I'm with someone, that was so ghetto for me to say be. I'm with someone, then
I'll be with you.
I'ma be with you.
But that brings us to dating though too. Dating has definitely changed.
Who's dating?
I don't date. I don't date.
I
don't want to date.
Tried.
I mean, I tried too. Lord knows I tried.
I tried, but I did the prayer. Listen to me, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, Sierra's prayer.
Do the prayer. No, this prayer. So, say you start dating somebody, and you're like, okay, this person, they got everything that I want.
Oh, the prayer Jackie said?
Where you're just like, Lord, if this person is not for me.
Yeah, the one Jackie said. That's when I did it too.
Please, take them out of my life, remove them, and remove them. If it's not for me, just don't let it be for me.
It's not in your will.
If it's not in your will, Lord, remove. And thank him for removing. So now, if you wake up the next morning and your phone is dry, don't be mad. Just know that person was not for you.
And you can use that for anything. If a job's not for you, that's another thing too. When jobs weren't calling me back, I was like, cool, wasn't for me.
Yes.
Because how many times have you gotten a job and you realize that job just sucked?
Oh, I've done that.
And you wanted that job so bad, but it sucked. It's because God was trying to protect you. It wasn't for you. That's not the table you should have been at.
Because you're moving off of money.
Yeah.
You're not moving off of, okay, what is my purpose here? Mm-hmm. You know? Like
relationships too. You got into a relationship with someone and that relationship ended badly. Like, I've been cheated on in every single relationship. I shouldn't have been in a relationship.
Exactly.
Like, it wasn't for me. That's not my husband. I'm just here to be with my husband.
You were being disobedient because you heard him say no.
Because, where in the Bible does it say we need to date?
No. And you're not supposed to be dating.
It'd be like Rebecca met... Rebecca?
That was, Rebecca was, Abraham.
Yeah.
Right.
So...
No, that's Sarah.
Oh.
Rebecca is...
But if you look in the Bible...
Hold on, that's going to irk me. Who's Rebecca?
One person is with one person.
Rebecca's
the one with was able to have the nose ring. Cain. No. Joseph. Huh?
Isaac.
Isaac. We gonna find it. We still learning. God's still working on us. Help us, God,
I know
retain
it's in
that.
the beginning.
Yeah, way beginning.
It's Isaac.
Isaac? Okay. Isaac and Rebecca. They were together. That was it. He met her. He got something that told him it would be by, I don't know who told him, but she'll be by the well. And the first one who comes up to you and offers you water, that's your woman.
That was Isaac and Rebecca?
Yeah, I think so. I know. I remember because he was like, give her jewelry.
Rebecca?
Give her a nose ring and I believe a bracelet.
Dang, for real?
Yeah, that one stuck with me.
Hold up, amigos.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember that. Oh, yeah. Yep. I seen it.
Yeah, see, he gave her jewelry, right? Yeah.
After the camel had drank?
Yeah, after the camp, because he was like, this is who it's gonna be. This is it. This is it. That's your woman.
That's like Ruth.
Get her.
That's like Ruth.
Mm-hmm. So, that's what it is. And I'll know when God's like, yep, that's him. That's him, Sydney.
That part.
That's him.
But I wanted to talk about the purpose. Like, so when I was in my life group, why do I want to say something else?
This is like group.
Isn't it called something else too? Other churches call it something else. Anyway,
yeah.
When I was in my life group, we had a study, and our book was Purpose Driven Life by Rick Warren. And when I read that, things like really shifted for me, because I am very, and I can be, and I was very vain. It's about me and how I feel and how I want to feel. And that is not your purpose. And if you're living in that purpose, you're not living for God. One more time, for God. So
you're living for yourself.
Yeah. So the 5 pillars of that is be centered on God, learn to love others, be like Christ, which we all should be praying for, grow in spiritual maturity, give back, and tell others about God. So that means, going out and doing what we're doing, like trying to,
spread the gospel,
disciple, edify the church. So a verse that goes with that is Matthew 28:19-20. Therefore, and this is Jesus saying this, therefore, go and make disciples of all nations, baptize them in the name of the Father and the Son and of the Holy Spirit, and teach them to obey everything I have commanded you. And surely I am with you always to the very end of age. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. This is an NIV version.
I read Matthew so many times that
you already knew
said
that.
You already knew it.
She opened up. I was like, that must came in with me.
I'm proud of myself.
This is the NIV version. So I got this from Amazon. Girl, you can get you a Bible from Amazon and do it up. Like we both have.
Yep.
She has the blue version. I got the pink version.
Zondervan, the company.
And I have never, read my Bible and wanted to read it.
Oh no.
As much as I have.
As much as I have, and I go back to it, open it up. Sometimes I just open it up just to get a verse.
Just to see where you are. Like if you have I have little bookmarks on here, so I'll go back and see something that I heard in a sermon. I like to bookmark it, so I'll go back and be like, oh yeah, that was so and so's sermon, and they were talking. Here's another thing though, don't be out here just what did Jerry Flowers said? Be you can't buffet style who you're listening to, because not everybody is the same. Not everybody is Bible teaching. You're going to get a lot of prosperous theology, and it's not theology.
No.
You want and you need to learn the Bible, so
definitely open that Bible. Start at Genesis.
Open your Bible.
You read it.
Start
read
Genesis.
It again.
Start at Genesis.
Because again, how many times I read Matthew? I'm gonna go back.
You know
and read
what?
James
I always tell people
again.
though. I always tell people start with the gospel, because it's that's where Jesus is.
I mean, that's
so to get people interested. Do you know what I mean?
Start with the gospel. Start with Matthew.
Start with Matthew.
Matthew started at 1. And start with Matthew, because it would have you sitting there like, hold on.
You'll want to keep going, and it'll just like, it gets better and better, the stories. And it's not about finding what verse fits you in the Bible, because a lot of people do that. It's about knowing Jesus. You're doing this to know Jesus. Yep. This is a relationship you're building. So you can't, oh, I don't feel like praying tonight. Guess what? Did you feel like texting that person that you were dating?
Exactly.
Get up. Go talk to Jesus
turned on
real
your
quick.
TV. You watching that show.
You watching that show. Go talk to Jesus real quick.
You stayed up late to watch a show.
Because it is a relationship.
I can't go to bed without reading my Bible.
I can't.
I'm at that point. Like, I can't. Like, even if I fall asleep, I have to wake up and go get my Bible. Like,
even if it's like during the day and I'm like, it's 5 o'clock and I'm like, oh, okay, take a moment. I turn my music off if I'm in my car. Even if I'm at work and I'm with a client, I'll pause what I'm listening to and I'll just talk to God, talk to Jesus. I'll pray, check in, because you check in with everybody else in your life, the relationships that you have. Why aren't you doing it with,
exactly,
the most important?
Set reminders on your phone. That's where I started. I set reminders of verses to say throughout the day. Like on the 45. On the 40, I said it right the first time. On the 45 minutes of every hour, I say the Lord's Prayer. Every time.
There you go.
I may miss it a couple of times, but it's going to get me back around at the next hour. Just as long as I'm saying something to revive my spirit.
And that's all it is. And that's all it takes. It's not going to happen overnight. Sometimes it does. Because certain things that I, was convicted on happened overnight. And I don't crave it. I don't want it. I don't look at it. I don't care. And I feel so good about it. Don't think that you have to be perfect to come to God and to come to Jesus, because like churches say, come as you are. The church is a hospital. Everybody in there is broken. Everybody in there is needing something and need of love. Don't think, okay, I have to, let me get sober first. Let me stop watching porn first. No, do it now. Do it while you just turned off Pornhub.
Stop it now, yeah. I don't
Try
drink
that.
no more. I don't smoke weed
Try
no
it.
more.
We don't drink. We don't smoke.
I used to smoke weed. I sold weed. Can't do it no more. You saw what? Say it again.
So she was a pusher. Girl, I was working at Hooters. I was craving the attention of men. I didn't feel right if I didn't get a compliment that day. What?
Interesting.
I'm seeking the wrong person. I remember being like to certain people, like, don't give up on me. I need you. It's cringe now, and it's not like cringe in a bad way now. It's just you see what you were doing and how you were moving, and now I need Jesus. And now I don't want him to give up on me. So I'm going to fight for that relationship as opposed to any other relationship in my life right now. That's first and foremost, because you get that firm foundation, you get that foundation on Christ, everything else is going to flow after you learn how to love him, Jesus, and you will learn how to love yourself and everybody else around you effortlessly. Yep. That's a word.
Y'all. What she says.
Okay.
But we'll get to... This is only the first video showing you this is what we in. This is where we're at. This is what we doing. Continuing to do.
So we're going to come to you and we're going to talk to you about certain things. They might be uncomfortable at first, but they were uncomfortable to us at first. Oh, yeah. Now we're going to talk to you about it, and get
real emotional down the road.
Listen.
Down the road.
We're just here to plant a seed.
Exactly. Revive us.
You had to.
Revive us again. Revive us.
Like and subscribe.
Revive us again.
Thank you
This
for being here.
is Dot Edison.
Okay, bye.
Revive us.
Is she gonna stop?